course.
Now let's move on to MPP issues. No, I want to talk about process. It's a my problem with him. Parliament, chairman of the committee, Mr. One law, you can't be a dictator. You cannot. And sometimes some questions are important. You need to ask questions like that. They almost lie on the person to decide that, look, this is how I want to answer it. If you are appointing a Supreme Court judge, it's important to find out if he's a voter. What do I say? Because it is our civic right as Ghanaians to be able to vote and for president. So I'm going to over witness there. All them say, so bet me akwa twaba. You know, they say, yeah, registering and twaba the happening. Where a judge lives is also important. Sometimes many Ghana for you against Afenyo-Markin and told be I say, oh yeah, no dodo. But you need to accommodate such questions so that everybody is clear in the mind. What I say, I didn't know why I say don't get and said. That kind of question to some people it will be like as I we are rude, but it's important because it plays a part in our political system. Take it or leave it. And when Yera Educhum came out to say I want to stand as a flag bearer for NPP, a colleague of mine sent a message and said, "Akwaya and said yeah, or better a flag bearer." No. And this is not the first time because running mates, it was one of the reasons why, and I'm telling you today, Omar Farman, he was a candidate that Dr. Muhammad Bawumia considered. But one of the reasons was the fact that when it comes to grassroots, how to work with Ghana, take it or leave it. Also, be leader, our political party more. Obi yire no person ko ya obetua okofa girl na ne girl nyem ubetua. It is part of our game. You accept it. And if you are not part of those playing that ball, obi able to any one kwa ye ni bia our problem won't be inquire so don sanwako ni nyina ka ho bi na eso. And so on said that ball game no cry won't come in the first place. No starter. And as a judge at the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has been bastardized. Judges there has been bastardized. I mean, that bad. And it's looking like even the appointments that have been made, and Crawford are trying to make it look like they want to balance the court. Because MPP for judges, they go into a more comparing this for their balancing. What I say, if that view is in the minds of people, you need to let somebody interrogate people like that so that everybody's mind is clear. So I like one of the judges who said that, look, you cannot say Supreme Court political and I say, yeah, they do judgment and I can't say Chief Justice appointed judges based on non-one interest, and that our appointee where all the judges would have to go her way because this is how she wants the judgment to be. I like the answer the judge gave because look, and it makes nonsense of everything you've learned in school, all the rules you've gone through from all the way to the top. Now making nonsense of everything, and we cannot afford to institutions here. Make it look like political. It becomes a problem. It's the answer now, Ahiafor for say, he should be fair, but he should also not be seen as somebody who is trying to protect.
I have a reservation with Ahiafor, how he reacts to certain things, and then at times his even emotional balances may challenge kakra. But don't you also think that edu baby, as you earlier said, Afenyo tries to go on a path a hard. For instance, you ask Obia or aspire to be in the Supreme Court about Otua Waka, baby Otua, and now you are delving into the very polling station knowing well that this person, they are people of interest because they
you might not know the information. You Harry, you might not know the information Afenyo has and why he's asking that. So we should also not be quick to react when somebody is vetting and asking questions. As a Supreme Court judge, so what register now to a bar? If they ask you where your police station is, if you don't know the name of the police station, simply say I don't know. Because you must. I feel so we a judge. Now say the political issues about WOHO. Now one go kill down go to abada. Yeah, can't want nothing.
Yeah, my memo scenario.
Go kill is and they for any representative in parliament. Obi sorry ho matching. Obi the one na akoso line. Obi PMP. Wa akoso line akoto Santina akoto aba. Wa exercising the civic rights duty as a Ghanaian. Wa to aba na we still nyam MP. The on to about on Chelsea and fan because he's on your bothered about MP or MP do and fan. Feel say it doesn't make any difference in life. But me and Mako so line. Mako ako twaba. Ewo Begono. School, elect school, and when I made me police station. Obegono, elect school, and I made me police station. Now, Mako twaba na say wa mama MP. No problem. It is the political issues. Ebeba. Supreme Court now won't register that. Won't to abada. Hey, now I said nobody is saying.
Yeah, the woman has told you that Otwa Aba or what this constituency. So it's not like unregistered now.
Constituency.
Ola, very good. But you are asking.
Markin who said it's called La Dadekotopon.
Yes, yeah, ma'am. Let me finish. Yes, it's about Wama who said Ola. The reason I feel said, a year do baby a yen break no. Ya wagana ha yetimi chere say polling station way, party way nya hwe. You understand it? Yetimi to America say polling.
That's no problem. Look,
let me finish.
It is only in Ghana
let me finish.
Maybe
let me finish. What I'm saying is that etimi say polling station way, party way nya zero hwe. So if you ask me, say, a him fan me tuaba, na me choose me police station B. Na ye kwhwem say police station B party way enya zero. It means automatically you know where I voted. And so some of these questions, we need to be very critical in how we put the public figures.
But my point is, Harry, if not for Ghana and how we do our politics, and Kamin and I, as a journalist, tell you how I vote shouldn't be a problem.
But a judge cannot tell you that.
There's nothing wrong with that. If a judge says, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, there's nothing wrong. It doesn't mean you've sold your conscience. That's why look, Obia Tuaba, Electoral Commission, Tuaba. But if we are able to do our work how it's supposed to be done, it shouldn't matter where the person votes. It is our attitude and how you're politicizing, your politics. We read meanings into a lay as a journalist. Now that I'm sharing my thoughts, somebody is sitting somewhere thinking, say, me MVP because maybe I think Afenyo-Markin is right. I'm not saying he's totally right. I told you because I'm sharing my thoughts. But that's wrong. It makes it difficult for people who know how to be in this political circles or the game we are playing.
Is it not the more reason?
Speaker. And then speaker or Triakunyem. Or you're listening. Speaker. Or you're listening.
Parliament is politics.
As a member of parliament. As we speak, a speaker, our speaker is not a member of parliament.
Yes.
He was appointed. But
Parliament permitted it.
Because of our mandate. Because to follow the rules. If we do Ghana, that should have been a problem. In any case, I support the fact that they are money, but knowing your police you vote only places where we know they buy off because that cost upon Kahubi, that they cost upon and Kahubi. But yeah, I agree with you, Sir Toribio Emmanuel Bros.
Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah, Junior.